大家好，我是 Martin, and this is Short Stories, brought to you by the Taizhongke Da Language Center. Today we are going to read a very famous short story written by a French author named Gabrielle Suzanne Barbeau de Villeneuve, first written in 1740. This is the story of Beauty and the Beast, which I'm sure many of you have heard of. Maybe you have seen the 1992 Disney movie of the same name, maybe. Well, if you have not heard of this story before, I'll give you a brief introduction. It's a story about a woman who is held captive by an ugly monster, and they eventually fall in love. So I guess it's a story about Stockholm Syndrome. French people are so weird. Anyway, before I begin the story, I will introduce some vocabulary and vocabulary example sentences. Then after we finish the story, I will give you some reading comprehension questions. Are you ready? Okay, let's begin. Admire. Admire. Many boys admired the new pretty girl at school. Separated. Separated. Little Bobby got separated from his parents at the night market. Stormy. Stormy. The weatherman said we will have stormy weather next week. Wander. Wander. Lily has wandered around the city for the whole day. Prison. Prison. Charles spent 7 years in prison before he was set free. Appeal. Appeal. The mean man ignored the woman's appeal for help. Lovely. Lovely. The young couple is moving into a lovely little house. Flee. Flee. As soon as my brother saw the huge dog, he decided to flee. Attack. Attack. The brave knight entered the cave and attacked the dragon. Magic. Magic. Harry Potter and his friends are able to use magic spells. Horror. Horror. Lisa felt horror when she saw a tiger walking slowly toward her in the zoo. Threaten. Threaten. The teacher threatened to call the students' parents. Punish. Punish. Daniel's parents punished him by taking away his computer. Fairy. Fairy. The tiny fairy helped Alice find her way out of the forest. Petal. Petal. The pretty flower attracted my attention because it has pink petals. Battle. Battle. The soldiers in the battle fought bravely. Whisper. Whisper. Ginny whispered a secret into her friend's ear. Wound. Wound. He had wounds all over his body after the fight. Beauty and the Beast. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl named Belle. She was both brave and kind-hearted and was admired by many young men in her village. Gaston, the most handsome one, wanted to marry her, But Belle turned him down because she knew Gaston was selfish. One day, while Belle's father was on his way back home from the market, he got lost and became separated from his horse in a dark and stormy forest. He then came upon a castle. Its gate was open, but there was nobody around. The frightened merchant wandered around inside the castle. Suddenly, a huge and ugly beast leapt from the shadows and threw him in prison. Belle felt very worried after her father's horse returned home without him. In order to find her father, she started her own journey and found her way to the castle, where she encountered the beast. Though Belle was scared of the beast, she offered to be his prisoner instead of her father. The beast granted her appeal, but treated Belle indifferently. One day, Belle discovered a red rose in a glass jar. It was so lovely that Belle wanted to touch it, but the beast roared to stop her. Belle felt shocked and hence fled to the forest, where she was attacked by wolves. The beast came to save her, but got badly hurt. Belle nursed him back to health and learned that he was kinder than she first thought. As time went by, they gradually became good friends, but Belle still missed her father and wished to see him again. So the beast showed Belle her father through a magic mirror. To Belle's horror, she saw that Gaston was threatening to send her father to a place for mad people, as many people didn't believe his story about the beast. Belle begged the beast to let her go back to her father. The beast agreed to let Belle return home with the magic mirror to show everyone that her father's story was true. After Belle left, the beast wept. He found himself secretly falling in love with Belle and felt afraid that he would never see her again. The beast, in fact, was a handsome prince who was punished by a fairy for being too proud. If he did not find true love before the last petal fell from the red rose, he would remain a beast forever. With the beast's help, Belle successfully proved that her father was not crazy. But when Gaston knew the beast was real, he led his people to attack the beast's castle. In a terrible battle, Gaston almost killed the beast. When the beast lay dying, Belle arrived and whispered that she loved him. The spell was broken before the last rose petal fell. The beast was turned back into a prince, and his wounds were healed. Belle and the prince were married, and they lived happily ever after. Wow. Okay, what a great story. No wonder Disney made a movie about it. It's a wonderful story about a woman who sees the inner beauty in a man and also is held captive by a traditional boy meets girl, boy holds girl captive story. Well, that's it for the story. Let's do some reading comprehension questions. Are you ready? Let's begin. Reading comprehension questions. Question number 1. Why did Belle agree to live with the beast? A. She loved the beast. B. She wanted to free her father. C. She was married to the beast. D. Gaston told her to live with the beast. Well, she did eventually fall in love and she did eventually marry the beast, but that was at the end of the story. She agreed to stay with the beast and be his prisoner because B. She wanted to free her father. Question 2. Who saved Belle from the wolves? A. Gaston. B. Her father. C. The beast. D. She saved herself. Well, it was, of course, C. The beast. Of course she can't save herself. This is a fairy tale. The woman never saves herself. She always has to be saved by a man. That's how it works. Question 3. Who was the beast? A. Gaston. B. Belle's father. C. A fairy. D. A handsome prince. The answer is D. A handsome prince. Question 4. Why was the beast cursed? A. He was too proud. B. He was too handsome. C. He stole the fairy's money. D. He was too greedy. The answer is A. He was too proud, and that's why the fairy cursed him. Well, that's it for today. Just want to say thank you for being our guest, and we hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye.